Hi everyone! This week I started by placing the fabrics that the dress has under the skirt to brighten it up. And they are apparently two, but the bluest one has a golden end. So I found this lace with that golden end and I just added it under the bluest fabric. And after that I added another lighter blue lace to add volume, and after that the white fabric. But first, I had to add the breast part to the dress. So I cut a mold on the fabric that I just placed around myself and mark it how I want it. Then I added the color fabric and sew it to the dress just as the zipper. And this time I actually cut the piece correctly, so the dress finally stays in place without the need of any strips or pins or anything. So I'm so happy for that. Then I figured out that in order to not hide the fabric on the dress or make any seams that could be noticeable, I would add the extra layers of fabric by making them into a skirt. So I got the fabric just by placing the dress on top of the other fabrics and I just cut it. Then I cut a larger piece of the white fabric to go under the blue one. Add an elastic to the hip and trim the fabric so it would look even, and well, this is how they look and I think it's amazing. The next day I started adding the golden lace on the blue piece of the skirt, hiding half of it because I wanted the gold to actually stand out, but I needed the pleated part to also be noticeable. Then it occurred to me that to make the white fabric to actually be really noticeable, but not that much, I fill the edge with some waist fabric to kind of give it volume and look like it has more than just one layer. So I filled all around it and pinned it, of course, then tried it on to adjust it where it was too long or too short. And it took me some time, but in the end it was all good. So I actually sew it very carefully because it could just sew the feeling too. And in that case, it could have not had the effect I wanted. Or maybe it could, but I didn't want to experiment that much. So I just went for this. And then I added another white lace to the white fabric, just a little bit under the golden of the another lace. I checked how did it look and I really liked it. So I wear it on top of the dress and then, well, I didn't took it off. And then I realized I would need something to actually volume the dress up. So I made this thing to put under the skirt made of, well, all the waste things that I had on the floor, and it worked. It made the dress look really pretty, and now you can appreciate all of the petals of the dress. But of course I need to make that thing for all of the skirt, but I think that'll be next week. So then I made these flowers on yellow fabric and then I just painted it with fabric glitter glue so they look more like golden on the light, but before placing them on the dress I need to actually finish it. So the next morning I started to work on the sleeves. I already had the prototype, so I just placed it on top of the white fabric and did some adjustments to start cutting it. And when I had the white pieces, I cut the color fabric looking for the colors of my character's dress. So for the lower part of the sleeves, I'm using the fabric double so the color is more intense, and for the upper part I used just one layer on the lighter part, so it's almost white but with a little bit of bluish thing. Well, then I pinned the 4 pieces and sew them so they look like this. And well, that's it. I hope next week I finally finish everything on the dress so I can start working on, the rest of the things that I'm gonna use. And well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye!